YouTube! So I'm about to tell you about an event that I went to unlike anything I've ever played before. So Chronicles of the Realm is a LARP, a live-action roleplay event. And in ways it's a lot like the other LARPs that I have been to, like Armistice Arcane, College of Wizardry, and Skull and Crossbones. It is essentially a game of make-believe made for adults. But here's the big difference. It was created by the Otherworld Theater Company and has planted professional actors in the game that are performing a main plotline that is both adaptable based on your decision and adds to the story you are creating yourself. A blend of interactive theater and live-action roleplay. On the drive up to the event, my friend Jordan was texting the organizers and I was like, hey, what are they up to right before the game? And she's like, oh, they're just rehearsing some scenes. They've been rehearsing for weeks now, but they're brushing some stuff up before the game. Now, for non-LARPers, that's not normal. Again, typically, LARP is 100% improvised. Like, at most, maybe NPCs are given specific scenarios beforehand, but these actors had choreographed fights, plot twists, dialogue, and multiple endings rehearsed and memorized for Chronicles of the Realm. Lucy says, wow! That's impressive, right? Yeah. We were both characters and a captive audience. So this game is held a little out of Chicago, and luckily I had lots of friends in the area, including the kind and wonderful Jordan, the talented ERIN, who just released a graphic novel that you should check out, and the goofball you all love from the internet, Mike. Like all LARPs though, before you arrive, you need a character. Again, like no LARP I had played before, instead of writing my own character or having one of the organizers write one for me, I pitched them a concept that I wanted to play and they worked with me to mold her into the story. So together we created Valara, the spirit born of the woods, daughter of the spirit of the forests, and voice of the trees, which is why Mike lovingly called her Valorax.
Yes! A gift!
Yes, very good.
Entertainment!
Her hobbies include stealing hats and putting them on other people, bothering her sister, Princess Cora, and eating butter. Yep. I ate straight cubes of butter as this character. Commitment. I saw the cube of butter and I was like, I know it would be funny. So I ate it and the whole table started laughing and I was like, oh no, it was funny. I gotta eat more butter. So I walked over to another table, shoved the butter in my mouth. That whole table started laughing and I was like, I guess I gotta keep going. So I walked over to another table and I ate more butter. And I always think it's important at any LARP to like try and leave some kind of legacy behind. But my legacy is now I'm known as the butter eater. Valara, spirit born of the woods and eater of butter. Yeah, I didn't feel too good after all that butter. So immediately you arrive on site and it's magical.
Are we playing in like how many of these buildings?
A few. Trying to find where they're
This is pretty.
What do you think of the side of
It's
Chronicles?
pretty, I just said that.
The actors are already in character as they're guiding you to your room, easing you into the make-believe like face characters at a theme park.
Good to see you.
Ah, very good to see you too, lady.
Room A.
Oh, the royals don't need
We don't
numbers.
need numbers.
What do you think we are, Aldens?
It's nice to meet you.
He's making me get the hat.
You don't know your friend?
Nope.
Well, you surely know me, Lord Woodcroft. Now, change up and come find me when you're ready.
Okay. I told you. I can touch you, world. I told you. Oh my god. Okay. We got next time. I know. Let's go. Oh my god. I told you. Having a good time.
Okay, let's go. I gotta get our stuff. I'm already fucking now.
Babe, ask me if it's fine. It's fine. Go get your shit.
Then the rest of the game was so epic! Not only did I get to watch an awesome story unfold in front of me because of the actions of me and my friends, but I got to feel like I was part of it. And a way they did this really easily is every player character has some kind of tie to an actor character. See this handsome fellow, Veros, another spirit-born? He's my cousin! And before the game, never met this dude before. But the first thing that happens to me is I'm sitting down and this dude comes up to me, puts his hand on my knee, looks me in the eye and says, "You're like me." Because of who I am as a LARPer, I find a lot of my roleplay depends on how into it other players are, so having planted actors in there that are that into it is a brilliant idea. Also, Jacob plays Vera. Was a very talented actor. It was a very nice moment. Thank you, Jacob. I don't think I've ever smiled so much when making a video. This is a very nice game. But the thing is, I never felt like a secondary character. I still felt like I was the main character of my own story, but a supporting role in a story that was much bigger than my own. Beyond the story, though, they had different activities for us to do between big plot lines or scenes, like games or smaller quests for us to complete. There was always something to do.
Of 4, you have successfully defended Asmere.
Who do you know?
Lady Illyria.
Totally correct. Well done, Lord Buncroft. What are you doing in here?
We are strategizing in the war against the grotesque.
With you?
My friend gave me this for being a good shot, but I don't want it.
They're selling chocolate for our bells.
Where, when, how?
Anders.
Who's Anders?
Anders is upstairs.
Oh my god.
You need money for the black market. You have money for the black market.
Yes, of course.
Look at all these other things that you can purchase.
Oh wow.
Okay. The stick ones are really good.
The what?
The stick-looking ones.
I do find myself a particularly big fan of sticks.
I know you do.
I have made my first purchase.
You have.
Veros, I've made my first purchase.
What is it?
There you go.
Oh, this is yours though.
Oh, but it's okay. You can have it.
Are you sure?
I'm just very excited about the prospect of spending money for the first time. These are ours now?
Yes.
These are ours now? Are they ours now?
Are they ours now?
Yana, visual.
I want to go back so bad because there's like a plot in motion and I want to see how it ends. Which actually is something that I worried about upon entering the game. If a huge part of this game was the big overarching plot, how are they going to make new players feel like they're a part of it? Which they handled in possibly the best way ever. After the first night, when we were given some time to mingle and get to know who the characters were and what they were like, the player characters were given scripts and roles and acted out what happened in the last game like it was a play.
And I will be playing Buncroft.
I will be playing Brincroft's massive ego.
I am such a character of a royal, I can write myself.
So not only was it hilarious to watch and probably so much fun to be a part of, I'm really jealous I missed that meeting. But I was also completely caught up on the story, even though I had never played the game before. Right after the plays, there was a sword fighting competition, and for some reason, I can't imagine why, people seemed confused when Valara entered it.
Are we ready to see violence? Fight! I'm fine. I believe that was another strike for Valara.
Sorry, Mike. We can have a rematch at Geekoline after I fix the back of my dress because I completely ruined it in this competition. Worth it! Also, Valara did not win, so I sat back down. But after the champion was crowned, a special bonus round was requested by the audience.
This is the cutest duel that has ever been seen.
Now you know how it feels!
To be fair, we always want there to be puppies regardless.
Oh yes, mutual. This is a very polite duel.
Then, after the princess duel, the captain started talking smack about the Lady Illyria. The Lady Illyria stands up, drops her skirt to reveal a pair of pants, grabs a sword, and challenges him to a duel right then and there. And here we can witness why the scripted scenes in between the improvised ones were so great. Because the captain's wife hands him a sword and says,
Don't damage anything. She wasn't talking to you.
oh my god, I love Lady Illyria. So, one of my favorite things to do at LARPs like this is dance.
And then when you come down, Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And whenever a LARP offers a dance lesson, I take it, and I can say with complete honesty, not only was this the most fun I've had during a dance lesson at a LARP, but the dance also looks the coolest.
And bow.
2nd and thank the photographer, Steven, for taking some incredible shots of Valara that you have been seeing on Instagram. And I would like to thank Mike for asking Steven to take pictures of me when I was too shy and nervous to do it myself. The photographer was actually also in character, and one of my favorite people to roleplay with, oddly enough. Him being in character and not trying to hide the camera almost made the camera feel like it was part of the game. It was the same with the actors. In order to keep in touch about which route the plot was taking, they had spirit boxes. Cell phones. But because they were so into the scene and the cell phones were built into the settings so you didn't have to bother to hide them, it didn't break my immersion at all to see them there. They were supposed to be there. They're spirit boxes. Duh, guys. So for the final scene, long story short, Varos was suppressing being possessed by an evil king while a battle was raging on outside. And I thought this was a really interesting and clever way to give players two options for their climax. Either fight with a sword or fight with your words.
Hello, Rangers. Are you safe out here? There's grotesques about. I feel safe. Are you afraid? We should all be afraid. Oh, I'm sorry, I was mistaken. Look with your back!
You want to see? Are you ready? Run copies the master. But I want to hear what they're saying.
You'll be a target if you go out there, my lady.
Why?
Because you're of royal blood. Why do you think we're all in here except for Baldwin of Claws?
I was just keeping Vero's company.
Yes, well, keeping Vero's company. That's of utmost importance.
I thought you were going to be king.
Everyone's gonna need a blessing.
You have my blessing. I can fight anyone that doesn't give me a blessing.
You were very good at fighting last night, so I believe that. I saw him.
Oh dear.
What?
It's begun.
Alright, keep. Oh no, that's not how I want to see.
She said I looked lonely.
You're not anymore. Remember, you're not lonely.
How are they doing outside? By my mother, now by blood, I call the spirits to break the ties that bind us.
That's one. That's one. Thank you. That means we only get 2 more. Yes.
Just don't die, please. I'll be very happy if you do.
I'll be seeing you in a moment.
Oh, you're not nervous anymore.
Just keep him talking.
Why would you still love me, Cora?
Because we're family. And I believe you don't know what you're doing.
Never show your true colors, do you, Birdcroft, except when you have to run. That's not true. I find that insulting. Isn't that insulting, everyone?
No, I think it's very true, actually.
Lord Bells and Eivor, what's going on out there?
Well, I can't quite tell. It's...
Lots of yelling and lots of fighting.
Oh dear, there's a third wave! Veros! Veros! Clear away from me now! Everyone get away from me! Veros! You're stronger than him! What did I say? You're stronger than him! If you hurt him, it will hurt you just as bad. Be quiet!
Tyrion, if you hit him, it will hurt you just as bad, if not double.
Oh, for sure.
Arma, put a spell.
It could kill you.
I seem to be making a habit of killing Illyria's lovers.
Yes, it will kill you.
You'll be joining soon.
Lyrian.
You will not survive the attempt, Larry.
Lyrian, you will die.
Idiots. Who's the idiot now, Larry? I swear I was run through, but the pain is fading.
Are you alright?
But I do believe that Amalur will be a safer place now that he is gone. Let us step inside and regale each other with great tales of bravery of the battle that we just won.
Wrapped up so nicely, but I still have so many questions that are going to be answered at the next game, so you guys have to go for me.
Hey Momo, I was game. Me too.
Any information that you could possibly need or want, including how to buy tickets for Chronicles of the Realm, will be in the description box below. Everyone please say hi to Veros and Princess Cora for Valara, okay? Thank you to everyone at Chronicles of the Realm, including the game's creator Tiffany, and the entire Otherworld Theater Company for inviting me to this experience. They actually just opened up their own theater, so if you're not a LARPer, but you still want to see these amazing actors do their thing in the Chicago area, all the information will be in the description box. I'd actually just like to give a quick shout out to my very talented friend Phil, who helped me with a new skill: woodworking. With his help, I made this lyre that I used as a prop during the game. We intended it to actually play music. Didn't work out that way. So sad, it didn't end up staying in tune. But it looked really cool. And I was able to like sit down and hide a speaker and pretend to play it during the game. It was a magical lyre. Cause I had just watched Kubo and the Two Strings and I was about that magical instrument life. And we'll come together. Thank you to Phil for helping me with the lyre. Thank you to all my friends that made this game such a magical experience for me. I miss you all so dearly.
Bum, bum, bum.
Thank you to Steven for the lovely photos. And thank you to you guys. Because of your support, I get invited to all these crazy adventures. Thank you. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Welcome to the end screen. If you look this way, I think, you should see my social media links. If you follow me there, you can see updates such as equality selfies and tweets about how depressed I am. If you go down there, you can see another video that I've made. Probably Armistice Arcane, but I don't know. It will be there, probably. And if you look down there, there's a subscribe button. If you like this video and want to see how you can go on more crazy adventures, you can click that button and hit the bell, I guess. I don't know how YouTube is working these days, but all the information about how to get information from me will be everywhere here. Thank you for watching.